Good morning, my friends. It's Leslie from Health Through Yoga, and today is Saturday, April 4th. And I know that a lot of my students have been reaching out to me today and just saying how now they're starting to feel the effects of, this virus that's going on. And I wanted to be able to keep the yoga studio open because I do believe that mental health is extremely important. And I know that the practice of yoga on all its levels helps our mental state to stay more calm and stay relaxed and reduce stress. The stress that we're feeling a lot of times accumulates into the second chakra area, which is the area we're working on this month. And it affects the abdomen, digestive system, but even down further towards the reproductive organs in our digestive system. When it is affected, starts to turn into low back aches and hip discomforts and those types of things. And this mental health is playing a huge effect on those feelings as well. And I do believe that my studio is not just a yoga studio, it's a wellness center. But of course, unfortunately, it isn't deemed that way by our society perhaps yet. And so I encourage you to practice with me, not just for the sake of your physical body, because yoga is so much more than physical. It's for your sanity. It's for your state of well-being of body, mind, spirit, and breath. And it's just so important to just get on the mat, no matter how long, and just practice. So today we're going to focus a little bit on the abs and the reproductive area, and hopefully that will reduce the stress that's in your body that will allow you to just feel better on all levels. So let's get on the mat. So as I'm standing here, I'm going to just tilt this camera up a little bit more. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome. I'm standing sideways on my mat again just to start because I just want to go wider, feet apart. Probably not too wide, just on the outside of the hip. And I need you to roll onto the outsides of the feet a little bit more so you're not dropping on the groin or the inner thigh, these adductors. We want to pull up from the arch to the groin, and then we want to extend down on the outer knee to the outer foot. And again, I'm trying to find the energy across the sole of the foot, sitting in the heel, big toe ball mound and baby toe ball mound. So I begin to establish this firm foundation within my body. And I'm starting to work on my breathing, just relaxing in my face. And I'm going to take my arms out to the side and up, and I'm going to lace my fingers together. And I'm going to turn my palms way up high to the sky. And as I extend my arms up, I am going to try to relax my shoulders down. I want to keep the navel center engaged back toward my spine, which means Uddiyana Bandha, or to fly upwards into the navel center. We draw it back and up toward the heart. So we're engaging from root to navel. And I'm going to take a little back bend stretch by allowing the dimples of my pelvis to tilt forward towards the bones of my pelvis in front, while I'm just lifting up my heart, continuing to relax my arms right back down into their sockets, and just being right here, right now, present with my body and my breath. And then I'm going to bring those hands right down through the front of my face, palms still extending. And I'm going to take this forward fold. And it's probably your first one of the morning, so just hang down more relaxed. You can have bent knees. But try to get that feeling that your hips are still over your heels. So I'm kind of moving my hips side to side for a moment. Kind of twisting. And if your hands don't reach the mat, if you have, blocks at home, you could use your blocks, or you could go ahead and just put your hands onto your legs so that it doesn't make you feel like you are, pulling too much on your back. And then from here, I'm going to just go ahead and hang. I'm going to bend my knees. I'm going to let my crown go to the earth below. And then using my abdominal muscle, I'm going to slowly roll on up, chin to chest, trying to just work one little vertebrae at a time to stack right back up. And I'm going to get there. I'm going to roll my shoulders up to my head and ears. I'm going to roll my head around. I'm going to roll my shoulders around. I'm going to take some deep breaths. I'm kind of even just moving my arms around. So the point of my yoga practices is that you be with the body that you have today. And this yoga is very therapeutic. It's good for all ages. All right, as I come right back to center then, I'm just going to stretch my arms out to the side, and I'm going to lean to the right, and I'm going to bring this left arm over. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab for my forearms, and I'm going to try to just kind of pivot and look up a little bit. While I'm bending to the right, I want to feel this stretch on the right side body. Oh, and I want to feel that contraction on the right side body, the stretch on the left side body. And I want to just let the skin come right up out of the hip. And I'm going to come right back up. I love it when my back makes some popping sounds. And as I come back up, I'm still kind of holding the arms, and I'm going to bend to the left. I'm going to look to the right. I'm going to let that right side body stretch up. Let that skin stretch. Skin is your largest organ. And I'm feeling the left side body contracting. Oh. And then I'm coming right back up. And I'm going to open my arms to the sky, out to the side, around behind me. I'm going to lace my fingers together here. And I'm going to see how far I can stretch my arms away from my body without adjusting my neck or head or shoulders or back. And I'm going to squeeze those shoulder blades in towards each other. Now I'm going to let the heels of the hands touch. I'm even going to let those elbows come closer together if that's available to me. And here I just stand up nice and straight. Open up my heart. Breathe deep. So sometimes I'll be breathing out loud just to remind you. But we do try to keep the breath towards the back of the throat area. Breathing the ocean breath. And then I'm going to relax those hands and those arms and bring my hands to my waist. I'm going to go ahead and roll around. All right, I'm going to turn my toes out to the side. So we begin what we call an external rotation of my thighs. And I'm going to lower down into this little lunge or squatting more position. And again, I want to try to keep rolling my thighs back. My knees might go just a little bit past my heels. But I'm taking this opening right here in this groin and right up to my belly. And I'm going to extend those arms straight out to the side, elbows about level with the armpits, and stack those hands and wrists right over those elbows. Now squeeze those shoulder blades in towards each other. And open up the heart, chest, and front. And we'll exhale and we'll push through our heels and straighten the legs and reach the arms up. And inhale like you're in the gym pulling the weights down, pull. And when you're out of breath, exhale, push with the palms of your hands, straighten your legs. And inhale, pull. And exhale, push. And inhale, pull. And exhale, push. And inhale, pull. And exhale, push. My navel's engaged. Inhale, pull. And exhale, push. And inhale, pull. Now, exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come right back up. Now I'm making fists. And exhale, left. And inhale, up. And exhale, right. And inhale, up. So my legs are staying stable. And I'm trying to just use this core. Again, to the right. And up. And to the left. And up. One more time. To the right. And up. To the left. Hopefully your legs are getting tired. Exhale. Push right back up. Straighten your feet and just reach out, forward fold. Take the hands to the sides of the legs. Go ahead, hang on down. And I'm going to pivot, turn my whole body. Feet, legs, hips. And I'm going to take this runner's lunge. And I'm going to set that left knee down right here onto the mat. And I'm going to open up that right arm. And I'm going to bend this left knee and I'm going to reach back for this foot and draw the heel to the buttock. And I just want to get that little stretch going into my thighs and my hips. And bring that left foot down. Bring your right hand down. Exhale, lift the hips. Bring the left foot forward. Take that runner's lunge. Get that right knee off the mat first. Stretch that right leg back. Shoulders down. Spine extends. Now set that right knee down. Pivot to your left. Just twist. So I get to open in the groin and twist from the belly and work through this abdomen and pelvis. And now I'm going to just let my weight come a little forward off the cap of the knee. Reach back with the left hand, right heel to the buttock. If you can't grab it or touch it, just reach back. Got to start somewhere. And then I'll release that foot down. And as I lift my hips, exhale, slide my left foot back. And we're going to go back to child's pose. Leave your hands. So even if your hips don't touch, leave your hands, elbows off the mat. Now, exhale, rise up. And inhale, back bend. Let the dimples of your pelvis push forward, right into the hip bones in front. And exhale, lift from your core and legs and stretch back. Inhale here. Exhale, lift, almost like cat stretch. See if you can arc up a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Let's open the knees wider for this. Inhale, hips back. Exhale, use your core to lift. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, go back. Exhale, lift. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, go back. Now right here, exhale, rise up onto your knees and bring them right underneath your hips and go upward hands. And open your arms out to the side and bring the heels of your hands right towards your sacrum. I'm going to press the heels of my hands right on down, open my fingers, and now squeeze those shoulders up for camel. Let your head rest back into your raised shoulders. Start to open your chest. Open your ribs. Go ahead, tilt those dimples again forward and back bend right into this. And exhale, come right back up. Leave your hands. And inhale, lower down. And exhale, rise up. Use those thighs. Shoulders right up right away. Lean back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. Inhale, go back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, go back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, go back. If you can go to a full camel, go to your full camel. If you're not prepared to do that yet today, then you might keep your hands on your sacrum. And I'm going to bring my hands right back to my sacrum, and I'm going to just sit down on my heels, relaxing my shoulders. And I'm going to take a deep breath, and I love doing camels because Kundalini energy, she coils up, the serpent rises up, so it awakens your pelvis. We sit there, we lay on the couch, we lay in bed, so Mr. Iyengar would like to say that the pelvis is dead because of how much energy we just have going down that part of the body where we just sort of sit there or hang out or stand all day. We've got to aliven this area. We've got to awaken it. All right, I'm going to come right off of my heels and bring them around to the front. So I'm going to be lying down on the mat. And I'm bending my knees and I'm taking my arms right alongside of me. So a little Pilates move here. If you extend the left leg straight and stretch your right leg up. Now keep those arms grounded down. So take the arm and externally rotate it. And ground down. And turn your palms so that they're facing down and spread out those fingers. As I press my heel up and my ball mound, I'm going to press my low back and sacral area right down on the floor. Now I want to hit the numbers on a clock. So 6 is toward me, 3 is to the right, 12 is away from me, and 9 is across. I'm going to go 6 and 3 and 12 and 9. Keep your breath flowing. 6 and 3 and 12. If you hear any popping, change your leg. To either have a little bent knee or don't go as wide until the popping sound stops. There's a difference between pop and grind. We don't want any grinding. Now let's go the other way. Let's go across to 9 and 12 and 3 and 6 and 9 and 12 and 3 and 6. I'm trying not to roll my hips at all or roll my body. I've got one more rotation to go. And as I bring it back to 6, I'm going to grab the back of my leg. I'm going to draw my head up. And I'm going to lift this left leg up, bend the knee in, extend it out. Bring it in, take it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, bring it in. Exhale, take it out. Or inhale, I'm sorry. And then hug the knee to the chest with a big cleansing breath. And release that right leg down. Hands back to the mat. Left leg up. Press the back down. Press the ball mound and heel up. Here we go. 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9, 6, 3, 12, 9. Now I'm going to go 6 and 9 and 12 and 3 and 6 and 9 and 12 and 3. 6 and 9 and 12 and 3. One more time. 6 and 9 and 12 and 3. I'm bringing it back to 6 Taking my hands to my leg, lifting from my core, not my neck, not my throat, not my shoulders. Now lift that right leg up off the floor and exhale, bring the knee toward the chest and inhale, extend it out. And exhale towards the chest and inhale, extend it out. And exhale towards the chest and inhale, extend it out. One more time, exhale to the chest and inhale, extend it out. And as I lay the head back down, I'm raising the right leg up and pressing both feet up. And then the pelvis and sacrum down, arms down alongside of me. So I'm giving you this workout today to try to work the stress out of your belly where it accumulates and then turns into fat. So we can use yoga to relax and be peaceful, like right now. And even though this might be challenging for people to hold their legs up, even if their knees are bent, we just practice, be right here in the moment, be with your breath. Don't need it to be anything other than it is. And then sometimes we will work out to just get that stress out, because you can't just relax when you're all stressed already. Sometimes you got to move a little bit. All right, so I want to do this little reverse crunch, and I know it's not always available to everybody, but that's okay. Do what you can, because as you practice, it will come. I've seen it. So the reverse crunch is trying not to swing the legs, but I know some of you will have to get the pelvis to raise up and down, up and down. See how my pelvis is coming right up off the floor? I'm using this part of my belly way down here. Shh. Shh. Sometimes it helps people if they cross at the ankle. Shh. 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 I need to be able to have this action within me available, so that eventually you can go over and do your plows, or go up and do your shoulder stands. So even if it helps you to swing your legs to get that pelvis up and down, do that for now until you have the strength in your core. Couple more. And then we hug the knees to the chest. We take a deep breath. And now let's just bring the feet down. I'm going to move my hips to the right. I'm going to drop my knees to the left. I'm going to try to pick up and turn my ribs and look to the right. And I'm going to take this twist. Now let's start to relax. We got the action of movement and energy, working in the navel, low back, reproductive organs. Now I'm starting to slow down. Feel my belly rise as I inhale and fall as I exhale. And I'm just relaxing my shoulders and relaxing my face. I'm going to bring it back to center. Exhale and let your bottom leg push your top leg up. No stress on the back. As I bring my knees up, I'm going to start to walk my hips over to the left. I'm going to drop my knees to the right. I'm going to try to pick up and turn my upper body to the left. And then I'm going to turn my head to the left. If you want to use your right hand on the outside of your left leg to draw it down. See if you can breathe in 4 and breathe out 4. Nice and peaceful. No fire. Very peaceful. just going to roll over to that right side where my knees are. And we never kick the legs or the feet out. See how I'm twisting and turning my body? And I'm using my hand energy and my arm energy and my core. And I sit all the way up. And then I'm just going to turn back and face you. I'm just going to take a sitting position for a moment. So I'm going to align my heels today. Rather than put my feet underneath my knees, I'm going to align my heels. And I'm just going to go ahead and bring my hands to my knees. Lift up my heart center. Draw that navel center back. Now make that belly get big. I love it. The other day, one of my teachers, he was showing us the Viloma breath, and he made a really big belly because he's flexible there like I am. And he commented on how big his belly was. But as I inhale, let the air leave the lungs and fill up the belly. My bucko, he loves this. And then as I exhale, that navel center goes back and in. And inhale, slow, make it big. Don't be afraid to make your belly big. And exhale, let it draw back. And inhale, belly out. And exhale, belly in. And inhale. And exhale. Today I place my right hand on my heart and my left hand on my navel. As I lower the lids of my eyes, I'm just going to ask my inner divine energy, my source, I call it God, to just guide me today in all that I think and say and do. I'm going to trust my gut instinct, which means I've got to get quiet enough to listen to it. And I'm going to trust my heart energy today. I'm going to keep turning to love. And if I find that my head gets into the way and thinks about fear or worry or doubt or anxiety, this is what I need to recognize, that my thoughts are there. And I'm going to cancel them out and just replace them with trust. That all is working in divine order as it should. And that I'm part of this whole plan as each one of us is. And though at times I may feel sad, the dark, I know that too there is light, for this is the practice of yoga, to recognize the dark and the light. And the light always returns, even in the darkest moments. But I need to honor those dark moments, so if you're feeling sad, feel sad, but don't let it make you sick. Practice heart openers. Don't let your sadness overtake your whole well-being. Keep turning to your practice, turning to your source. And just remember the mantra, this too I can include. I can. And then as I just recognize that the source within me is my guide and my constant, my rock and my foundation, I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to get on the mat today. May you have a very blessed day. Namaste.